Good luck, Curtis. All right, everybody, this is Thursday, March the 3rd, 2 p.m. voting meeting. I'd like to ask Mr. Trahan to say the pledge and Mr. Quinn say the prayer.
Raise flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll recite the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Okay, item 3, public comment, if any. No public comment. Move on to item number 4, approval of minutes. Moved by Mr. Quinn. Second. Second by Mr. DuPont. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 5, approval of add-ons.
Move.
He's got to read them.
Second.
He's got to read them.
Read them out. We'll still move second.
Hang on just a second. Approval of add-ons, item 7F, Priola and Delahaye Development LLC, Big Lake. Item 28, I'm sorry, item 27.
It's 28.
28.
That's 28.
Okay, it's 27, 28, okay, here it is. Item 28, President authority to execute contract with Waste Management upon legal approval. Item 29, authorize Fire District Number 14 to proceed to Big Lake Fire Station. Contingent upon Fire Board approval.
Move.
Move,
Second.
moved by Mr. Guidry, second by Mr. McGee. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 6, drilling pipeline permits, Hillcore Energy Company.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Quinn, second by Thomas. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7, other permits, Apache Louisiana Minerals LLC, B, Centerpoint Energy Inc., Cameron Parish Gravity Drainage District, number 7, D, Cameron Parish Police Jury, E, Target Resources, and F, Priola Delahaye Development LLC. Move for Mr. Quinn.
Second.
Second by Mr. Guidry. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, appointments. A, Lower Cameron Hospital District Number 2, appoint Rhonda Coleman for the expired term of Christine Storm.
I'd like to send Ms. Storm a letter of thanks for her service and move to appoint Rhonda Coleman to take her place.
Second. Moved by Mr. McGee, second by Mr. Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item B, Cameron Parish Port Harbor and Terminal District, appoint Thomas Cox due to resignation of Ricky Poole for remainder of term, table from last month.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Guidry,
Second.
second by Mr. Falk. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. C, Waterworks District Number 7, Jude Primo resigned, appoint Kimberly Boryok for the remainder of the term.
I'd like to send Mr. Judah a letter of appreciation and then appoint Ms. Kimberly Bouillock.
I'll second.
Moved by Mr. Trahan, second by Mr. Thomas. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. D, Beachfront Development District Number 2, Susan Connor Boudreaux, term expired.
I'd like to reappoint. Move to reappoint.
Second.
Let's see, that was Scott. And
Scott.
Second by Thomas. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Let's see, that's E. Fire Protection District Number 14, CS Darbone, term expired.
Move.
Second. You want move to reappoint by Mr. Falk?
Second.
Second by Mr. Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, let's see. Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
F, Fire Protection District Number 14, Greg Manuel, term expired.
Talk to Greg,
No, we haven't.
appoint him, or?
Yeah, real.
Move to reappoint him?
Move to reappoint
Second.
by Joe, second by Lee. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. G, Fire Protection District Number 14, Ron Johnson, term expired.
Move to reappoint.
Move to reappoint by Lee,
Second.
second by Joe. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. H, Gravity District 14, 4, Shane Broussard, term expired.
I'd like to reappoint Mr. Shane.
Reappoint by Thomas, second by Mr. Scott. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I, Gravity Drainage District Number 7, Rogers Romero, term expired.
Move to reappoint.
Moved by reappoint from Sonny,
Second.
second by Mr. Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 9, President's authority to sign resolution of support for Quipra Priority Project List 32.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Quinn.
I can tell you a little bit about the projects that was nominated through the coastwide vote that was held, this past week on February 24th. Let's see, we had 2 projects in the Cal Sabine Basin. They had a total of 10 projects nominated, and we, through the coastwide vote, there was 2 projects that, actually was selected, and the highest ranked, and they are Mud Lake South Marsh Creation, which was also project that was selected last PPL for the 31 project list. And this year, we have a new one, East Cove South Marsh Creation. And so both of these are marsh creation. The Mud Lake South Marsh Creation will create and nourish 321 acres of marsh using the sediment material being dredged from the Gulf of Mexico. And also, this project is synergetic with Oyster Bayou Marsh Creation Terracing Project and Oyster Lake Marsh Creation and Nourish Project, and also East Mud Lake Marsh Management. And so this area has really largely now has a lot of large open body of water. So, and also the property owners are in agreement with this project, and it's C.H. Henry Properties, plus they have a lot of multiple landowners. The other is East Cove South Marsh Creation, which this project will restore much degraded marsh in this area. Also, it has 3 marsh creation sales that will total 349 acres. And also, they are looking at a pipeline route from the Gulf. It is being investigated right now to get the boron material from, but if that doesn't work out, then it will, of course, come from Calcasieu Lake. So this project was nominated by NRCS, and the Mud Lake South Marsh Creation was nominated by Environmental Protection Agency, so EPA. And we had 1 project selected in the Mermentau Basin, which was Highway 82 South Marsh Creation. And again, this is multiple landowners. It's south of Highway 82 between Mermentau Ship Channel and Freshwater Bayou. And also, this area has a lot of major lost wetlands south of the highway, and also it's converted into a lot of shallow open water. And this project is to create and nourish approximately 568 acres of marsh and 68 acres in marsh nourishment. So again, this project, the borough area will be mined from offshore, and also in this project, they are currently going to plant some type of plant species that will grow within this area. So planting is also incorporated into this project. So this is the first round of the coastwide votes. The next round will be the April technical committee meeting that will be held, and 10 projects will be selected. So these 3 projects will be within them. Hopefully, we'll get some good news and get them projects selected within that round as well. So just wanted to give you all a little update on that.
All right, thank you.
Okay, I have it moved by Mr. Quinn, second by Mr. Falk. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Number 10, President's authority to sign architect agreement for A&E services for North Cameron Emergency Operations Center.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Quinn,
Second.
second by Mr. Dupont, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 11, President authority to sign letter of renewal of beach monitoring agreement with VHH, Louisiana Beach Monitoring Program.
Move.
Second.
Who's that, Scott?
Scott.
Moved by Mr. Trahan, second by Mr. McGee, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 12, President authority to sign CEA 911 dispatch services.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Guidry,
Second.
second by Mr. Quinn, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 13, President authority to sign CEA for courthouse security services.
I got a question. What we come up with that? When I went in the meeting, I know we had discussion about it, and what's the CEA about?
It's it's to provide 2 full-time deputies to provide security at the courthouse Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. And the cost is about $140,000 annually.
We already paid that, but right now we're paying what?
Well, when it was originally approved, it was around the 80,000 mark, and it's continuing to increase annually, and so we're asking for a CEA to lock it in for 2 years. The only other options that were presented were to outsource it with this security company. They typically charge about $17 an hour, or the other choice would be get rid of it altogether, or you could maybe hire some part-time staff to sit and act as security in front of the courthouse. And those are the options on the table.
I don't know, I'd like to make a motion table, let's discuss this some more. I mean, I see what's going on with that. I mean, we had 10,000 people in the parish, we ain't had no security like we got up there right now. We got 4,000 now, don't have half the courts and everything else. I mean, I don't understand.
The only thing I can worry about is the judge being up there, you know.
Yep.
When she
Judge been up there for years?
Yeah, we had a sheriff department in there then. Now we don't have it. I know it's a lot of money, but
We
the
still have
judge
sheriff
needs some
department.
kind of protection.
We
I mean,
still have,
the sheriff's department right behind us
they
here.
still have some in there.
Hey,
The
Judge,
two that we got here.
No.
I mean, the two.
No, no, they have some in the, well,
I spoke, the judge is here, I spoke to her about a week ago about this, because it was coming up. In addition to our criminal court days, which are about once a week on average, she has civil court, and she said she's as much concerned about her domestic docket, her family disputes, as she is criminal court. And that I think in her opinion, the current security is necessary and needed in her view, from what I gather. But if you want to table it here directly from her, that was her thoughts last week. That, and then she probably has civil domestic court, again, probably once a week, because that's probably the most common thing. If she hears disputes or family divorces and child custody and whatnot. That's just her thoughts on that issue. And I can tell you, most courtrooms in the state, if not all, have a security at the door, like we have. And then we have security in the courtroom, and we have extra security in the courtroom when we do have criminal court, because it's necessary with inmates and so forth, and we have to arrest people sometimes. And I'll tell you, at $17 an hour, I did the math at the 10 o'clock meeting, it's about $140,000 a year for 2 people. At 2,000 an hour, I mean, that's $17, no benefits, no nothing, and you don't know who you get. Just some thoughts. You can take a look.
but, excuse me, Tom, those officers that are there now are at full benefit, right?
Yeah, they're full, they are full-time deputies for the sheriff's office with whatever their annual pay, retirement, health insurance, yeah, they have it now.
Is that, Katie, is that 140, is that their benefits and all?
For the sheriff's office,
Yeah.
yes, and it actually works out to about $35 an hour per deputies, which you're paying. That includes benefits and insurance, retirement, and there's pay. That's
Tom
what
just said it was so much.
$140,000
Well, no, it's 17, what's it?
straight.
$17 an hour times 2 is 34 times 2,000.
2080.
It's half. Yes, it's half the price if you get like a rent-a-cop.
I doubled it already on the hour.
Okay.
But the money's already in the budget already, as far as the courthouse and jail
You
and,
can pay for it out of the courthouse jail maintenance tax, yes.
How's been paid out?
That's where it gets paid.
But the
Just-
sheriff pays a portion of that too, huh,
It's
Kate?
not coming out the general fund, it's coming out the sheriff's money, or, I mean, the.
It's coming out of courthouse jail and maintenance.
Yeah, but now the 2,000 hours, that's for one person, though, right?
Yeah, but the $34, I did it $34 an hour instead of 17.
Okay.
I doubled, that's why I got doubled instead of 7. I made a mistake.
So, but,
No.
like I said, they're
One of you,
post-certified deputies, versus the rent-a-cop. I don't know if
And the
they'll
locals
be,
that's working this?
they'll probably just have like,
Yeah, Shane
a
Remote.
stun gun or something.
Security, not
Yeah, you
rent-a-cop.
I don't know.
Hey,
Throw it rent-a-cop.
if it ain't coming out of our fund, out of general fund, then
No, it's coming out of the courthouse.
It's
Coming out
courthouse
of
and
the
jail,
sheriff's
which
money.
you manage. It's your call if you want to allocate the funds in that
Comes
budget
out
or
of
not.
courthouse jail, maintenance. I move.
come out of the courthouse and jail maintenance fund.
Yeah.
Okay, right now, you have a motion to.
Yeah, well, I could, yeah, I retract
Okay,
it.
so
You withdrawing your motion?
Yeah, yeah, I mean, if it's coming out of that fund, that's fine.
You didn't make a motion to table, did you?
No.
No,
You
you
rescinded
retract.
it.
I need another motion.
I move.
I got a move from, Mr. McGee,
Second.
second by Mr. Trahan, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 14, authority to sell surplus equipment through public auction with Quinn Auctions.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Thomas, second by Mr. Gibby, all in favor?
I got a question. How much is, how much equipment we got?
None right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, no,
Do it at the beginning.
Just, okay.
the Creel Waterworks has some equipment that's gonna be sold though. They
Okay,
have a
that's fine.
trailer, a cargo trailer and some furniture equipment, and then we'll have maybe one Parish vehicle left to sell.
That's fine.
But it's no heavy equipment.
I just thought maybe we had a list of equipment.
Okay, I got a motion by Mr. McDaniel,
Second.
second, Mr. Trahan, second by Mr. Trahan, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 15, authority to lift hiring freeze to advertise to hire a road and bridge employee for the Johnson Body rig crew due to employee quitting.
Move. Second.
Moved by Mr. McGee, second by Mr. Quinn, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I apologize, guy, I can hear. Item 16, authority to announce and advertise public notice of intent to consider calling an election on April 1st, 2022, meeting to propose the consolidated levy and collection of ad valorem property taxes in lieu of existing ad valorem property taxes for the purpose of economic development and operating and maintaining all parish facilities. We have a,
Move.
we've got to read it.
This is the public notice that'll be published tomorrow and next week in the Cameron Pollitt. Notice is hereby given in compliance with Louisiana Revised Statute 4219.1 that the Cameron Parish Police Jury will meet in open and public session on Friday, the first day of April 2022 at 2 p.m. at 148 Smith Circle, Cameron, Louisiana, to consider calling an election to be held on November 8th, 2022 in the parish of Cameron, Louisiana, to propose a consolidated levy and collection of ad valorem taxes in lieu of existing ad valorem taxes for the purpose of economic development and operating and maintaining all parish facilities.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Quinn,
Second.
second by Mr. Dupont, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 17 is gonna be the same, she's gonna have to read it. Authority to announce and advertise a public notice of intent to consider calling an election on April 1st, 2022, meeting to consider renewal of an ad valorem property tax millage for purpose of improving, maintaining, constructing, and repairing roads and bridges in the parish.
The public notice that will be published next week reads, notice is hereby given in compliance with Louisiana Revised Statute 42:19.1 that the Cameron Parish Police Jury will meet in open and public session on Friday, the first day of April 2022 at 2 p.m. at 148 Smith Circle, Cameron, Louisiana, to consider calling an election to be held on November 8th, 2022 in the parish of Cameron, Louisiana, to consider renewal of an ad valorem property tax millage for the purpose of improving, maintaining, constructing, and repairing roads and bridges in the parish.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Quinn,
Second.
second by Mr. Guidry, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 18, authority to file suit on Hurricane Laura.
Move.
Delta.
Second.
Okay. I got a motion by Mr. Trahan. Oh, that was
Thomas.
I'm sorry. Mr. McDaniel, and second by
Second.
Mr. Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. 19, authority to advertise abandon the back 510 feet of Mud Road, PR 346, Cameron, Louisiana.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Trahan.
Second.
Second by Mr. Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 20, change order number 002, Grandchenier Library. Monument sign revisions are requested by the library board. Increase contract amount by $49,723 and increase contract time by 98 days.
Move.
Moved by Mr. McDaniel.
Second.
Second by Mr. Falk. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 21, change order 003, Grandchenier Library, increased contract time by 12 days due to weather delays, no change in contract amount.
Move.
Moved by Mr. McDaniel,
Second.
second by Mr. Falk, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 22, change order 008, Johnson Valley Library, monument sign revisions requested by the library board.
Move.
Increased contract amount by $50,303. This includes credit for the original sign plus extra electrical work and larger footing required for larger sign, no district contract time. I got a motion by Mr. McGee,
Second.
second by Mr. Quinn, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 23, change order 009, Johnson Valley Library, addition of wheelchair lift repairs, increased contract amount by $31,017 and increased contract time by 146 days.
Move.
Moved by Mr.
Second.
Mr. McGee, second by Mr. Quinn, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 24, change order number 010, Johnson Valley Library, addition of site lighting, light poles in the parking lot were overlooked until construction started. Reinstall 2 new light fixtures on the existing poles on the property. Contractor to be able to reuse the poles and existing wiring, increased contract amount to $7,635. No change in contract time. This change order is not recommended by Randy Thomas or D.D. Sanders because this was not caught in the original cost analysis.
Move the table.
Move to
Second.
table by Mr. McGee, second by Mr. Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 25, approve ratification of property insurance quotes from Gallagher Insurance and ratify treasurer authority to sign and bind coverage.
Move.
Moved by Mr. McDaniel, second by Mr. Falk. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 26, authority to approve Butler Bourgeois with Gallagher Insurance as the Cameron Parish Police Bureau 2022 agent of record,
Move.
property and flood insurance quote. Moved by
Second.
Mr. McDaniel, second by Mr. Quinn. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item 27, pay bills. Moved by Mr. Falk,
Second.
second by Mr. Dupont. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I recuse.
One recused, Mr. Quinn. Motion carries. Item 28, President authority to execute contract with Waste Management upon legal approval.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Falk.
Second.
Second by Mr. Dupont.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Got one more to go, Curtis. Hang
Almost
in.
I know,
done.
my tongue gets tied around my IT, they can't see what I'm saying. Number 29, authorize, fire district number 14 to proceed on Big Lake Fire Station contingent upon fire board approval.
Move.
Moved by Mr. Quinn.
Second.
Second by Mr. Falk. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Move to adjourn.
Motion carries. Move to adjourn by Mr. Quinn.
Second.
Second by Mr. Dupont. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Bam.
That guy, we can't quit till you hit it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Hit it.
There you go.